What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for joining us here on the channel. This is your NXT 2.0 review for November 9th, 2021. I'm your host, Phil, and this is Outside the Brand. Guys, well, first of all, we got Saul, we got Nate here. Lopez is joining us in a little bit. But guys, I'm telling you right now, all interest of NXT.
Uh-oh.
Down.
Uh-oh.
Down.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
It's legitimately non-existent at this point. NXT was so boring tonight that I legitimately almost fell asleep, as I told you guys outside the show. The first hour of the show dragged on for so long that I legitimately fell asleep. From 8 to 9, I don't know what the fuck happened. Like this show just completely dragged on. The only interesting part of the show for me was the main event.
Yeah.
And Pete Dunne. Because let's just say what it really is. It was just two amazing athletes just going out there and putting on a great show. But I want to be completely honest with everybody here. Let's be honest with ourselves when it comes to even that main event. That really didn't have anything behind that either. It really didn't. It was a great match, don't get me wrong, but did it really have any stakes or did it really have anything to go with it? Not really. There will always be some guys that I obviously keep an eye on because I do have an invested interest in them, aka Tony D'Angelo and all the rest of the actual guys that we knew from the actual previous NXT.
Where was your boy? You know, the fuck is a Von Wagner? Where he at?
Von Wagner didn't even show up, which is also probably why I didn't even like the show
was
tonight.
on there. It was like a small segment with Kyle O'Reilly in the back with Imperium. But
I didn't even see Von tonight.
Phil still doesn't know what a Von Wagner is, y'all.
Listen. I don't know what the fuck a Von Wagner is. I don't even think we'll ever figure out what the fuck a Von Wagner is. But
I don't know what it is either, man.
The best name in the wrestling business.
That's what you think. That's what Phil thinks. The best name.
In all honesty, guys, I don't know if I can come on here every single Tuesday and give you guys 100% when the show just does not have anything interesting for me as much as it used to. Now, yes, it's no longer Triple H's vision. We know that. We get that, and we've known that for a little bit now. But Vince and Bruce single-handedly not only ruined the entire aura of NXT for me, but they completely destroyed what Triple H and most of all, Dusty. They completely destroyed what Triple H and Dusty tried to establish NXT to what it could be and to what it should have been heading into the future.
So what he's saying now is NXT is dead to him. Or you're not going that far?
I don't want to go that far because I do see some people that I actually like, but the entire aura and the entire just makeup of NXT, as we know it, is just completely gone. And like I said, I don't want to come on here every single Tuesday and just shit on it every single time because I want you guys to enjoy the show. I do. So until further notice, guys, until I see something that'll actually get me invested or just something that'll interest me, I'm officially announcing that there won't be any NXT portion of OTB.
It's retired, y'all. It's retired.
OTB on Tuesdays can still be a thing. If you guys want us to still be here on a Tuesday night, we can definitely do that. But it's just not going to be NXT related.
We're gonna do something fun. We'll do something fun.
We'll do something fun. We'll probably do we'll do something like I don't know. I mean, we can do anything really. We can just come on here and just talk wrestling. We can do
Life.
like a draft kind of thing, or
Life.
whatever. Like we can just have fun on Tuesday nights. I just don't like. I always want to give you guys 100%.
I got an idea. I got an idea. Every Tuesday, one of us comes up with something to do Tuesday, like something creative, something fun.
That would be fun. Yeah.
No matter who it is. If it's you, if it's Loff, if it's me, if it's Nate, if it's Megan, you know.
Yeah. Like the thing is, guys, at the end of the day, like I want to give this podcast, I want to give you guys most of all 100%. So I feel like if I just come on here, shit on NXT, that's not really giving you guys what you want, and it's not really giving you guys what we strive here to do on OTB, which is give you guys the best show possible.
And we don't want to get us canceled. I'm just
well, there is that too, but as long as we don't say anything too crazy on here, I think we'll be fine.
I think we have countless times, but I think we're fine.
And trust me, those are all in the other previous episodes in the infancy of Outside the Brand. So if you guys even want to check that out, go ahead. But I really recommend you don't, because there were some things said. But hey, that was in the infancy stage. This is here. This is now. And guys, I hope you all understand. I know not having NXT reviews going forward will be a little bit of something to get used to, but trust me, I think moving forward with the way that we're trying to evolve this show is going to have to be something that is going to be needed. And then if it ever does pick up again, I'll probably say, hey, you know what? I'll watch NXT and I'll say, hey, this was a good show. Let's review it. But for right now, it's going to be over. Will I still be watching the show? Most likely, because, listen, like I said, I still have some invested interest. Like Jazz said, Tony D'Angelo. Tony D'Angelo is one of my favorite guys in all of this
Tommaso
brand right now. Tommaso Ciampa, he's great. He's great.
Ciampa's still my guy. Pete Dunne's still my guy.
Pete Dunne, he had a fantastic match with Carmelo Hayes. I think Carmelo Hayes is probably one of the most promising young stars in this company.
We'll talk about that later.
I don't know.
We'll just get into the main event, then we can just talk about random shit. I'm just playing.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But I hope you guys.
I was wondering because I was like, you want to just get to the main event because this. I ain't gonna lie. There was a good 6-man tag though, but like,
yeah, the 6-woman tag wasn't bad, and then the main event obviously wasn't bad either. But
so 2 things were good. But like I said,
yeah.
why don't we just talk about those 2 things, and then we can just talk about random shit.
But guys, I hope you guys understand. Hopefully you do. If you guys don't, that's okay. Just come on here any other time that we're on. But we'll talk to you guys in the near future. We'll talk to you guys here because we're still going to be reviewing the show. Don't think I just came on here just out of that little announcement and then just get the hell on out of here. No, we'll still review this show. The show was meh.
Oh, so one thing I gotta say before you get into the review, guys. I'm gonna be making appearances here and there. Don't worry, I'm still OTB, y'all. But there's things that are personal that I don't want to get into, but I will say that I will pop in here and there. I'm still going to be there for Survivor Series. Y'all. I'm still going to host Survivor Series for everybody. But from here on out on this podcast, I'm going to pop in here and there, which means I'm probably not going to be on here as active here as much as I used to. But I'm still here. I'm not leaving y'all. I'm not leaving y'all because I love this too much.
Good, man. Good. Now to get everybody into the normal routine of the intro, guys. I want to let you guys know that if you missed anything here on the channel over the past week or just yesterday with our Monday Night Raw review, all of that is on the homepage of the channel, so you guys can go check that out. You can follow all of us on social media. All the links for our TikToks are down in the description below. And if you guys want to take a listen to the MFN Right remix by Loth and Bash, that link is also down there in the description. It's a banger. I tell you guys this every single time we're on live. It is an absolute banger. I listen to it. It's just that damn good. So you can click on the link down in the description. It'll bring you right to that video. Listen to it. Have a fun time doing that. While you're also down there, continue to hit that like button. You have no idea how much the like button actually helps out this channel. It helps it out tremendously because once you hit that like, it'll get that YouTube algorithm that gets us up there onto whatever platform that we can try, and hey, other people can come to us. So get it to 10 likes if you can. That would be greatly appreciated. Continue to hit that subscribe button as well. We're on the road to 300 subscribers. Of course, at 300, we'll do something very special. And turn on the bell for all notifications. That way you never miss an upload. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all the selling out that we have to do. Guys, how the heck are you? Thoughts on this NXT tonight? I know not everybody was pretty much allowed to watch the entirety of the show. But, hey, you know what? We're still here. We're going to be doing this. And, you know, at the end of the day, we even have a story to talk about before we even get to that, to the actual portion of the review. So we'll talk about that. Okay.
More shit.
Yeah. And it's not even that good. So
Nope.
Tell me what you guys are thinking right now at this moment when it comes to NXT.
NXT was all right for me. Lewis, I'm sorry if you're watching. I'm sorry. It was okay for me. Besides all that, not much to say. Like I said, NXT is just like pretty much what you said, Phil.
What's going on, y'all, man? Nate the Great here. Keep the love, stop the hate. You know the vibes. Got the old school Dan Bryan shirt on.
Yes, sir.
But I missed a whole hour of NXT because your boy was knocked out and completely forgot to set an alarm before NXT came on. So that nap, that 20 to 30 minute nap turned into an hour, and yeah, so I missed a whole hour of NXT. But from what I saw, the main event was good. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right.
Go ahead, Phil. Oh boy, he's about to break the ice, y'all.
We got a little bit of a story here, y'all, and
This is worse than Bill Goldberg. And this is up there with Bill Goldberg. Straight up bullshit.
As we all know, 18 people were released on Thursday. Black Thursday is what everybody is calling it around the wrestling community. 18 people. Some from NXT, some from the main roster. Mainly people that just should not have gotten fired.
Most of them were not surprising, actually, honestly.
Most of them weren't surprising, but most of them just should not have gotten fired.
I hate that they lose. I hate it when people lose their jobs, but some of them are like, some of them not surprised.
Then another report came out saying that 10 other people were also supposed to be released on that same day, but they chose not to actually do that. So it was supposed to be 28 people instead of 18. But that report said that those names are not safe by any means. So they could still be released within the next few weeks, within the next few months, or whenever the heck the next quarter comes around. Then I see this report, and this report has me... It doesn't have me baffled because considering what the heck is going on, especially from what happened on Thursday, this right here has something to do with NXT. That's why we're bringing up here on the NXT review. But it says right here, WWE is looking to release veterans on the NXT roster. It goes on to say that WWE continues the youth movement on the NXT brand in an effort to make the company younger. More policies have been set to in place regarding the age of wrestlers the promotion wants to hire. They also made several recent cuts in which age was a factor. And in the future, WWE plans to cut more veterans as they continue to trim the roster. On the latest episode of the Wrestling Observer, on the latest Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer recapped the plan. He said that veteran wrestlers who aren't being used on NXT TV are in danger of losing their jobs. It's all a part of the mandate to get younger. Quote, I should also mention that there were, out of all the people who were cut, there are 10 others that were in strong discussion to being cut. Pretty much everyone who was not being used well, were on the bubble, and they were considering cutting. I'm going to guess when I saw the list of people who were looking to be cut but were not, there's a chance of them being cut. Essentially, everyone on the NXT roster that is a veteran and that you don't see on TV, all of those guys, again, they're trying to get younger. So pretty much anybody that you don't see on NXT that is a veteran, their job is on the line.
Pretty much.
Ember Moon, Taya Valkyrie, formerly known as Frankie Monet in NXT, and Oni Lorcan, now going by once again as Biff Busick, were among veterans cut from the roster this past Thursday. While all three have bright futures and should have no trouble finding work elsewhere, their release served as a notice to all NXT veterans that nobody is safe, and when it comes down to the releases, it can go down at any time. WWE rebranded NXT earlier this year in order to jumpstart the new company's philosophy. They immediately moved previously unknown stars on the top of the card for the brand. Early indications are that the quality of the show has decreased as viewership does begin and has already just been on a downward spiral, and it's been just downward ever since the change. So guys, I leave you guys now with this. What do you guys think of this NXT strategy, and thoughts on how these NXT releases could possibly continue in the future? I mean, I'm telling you right now, guys, I automatically think of when it comes to the people that could get cut. I know these are big names that are actually still being used on TV. A lot of them we actually saw on tonight's episode, but I'm not going to be shocked at all if Gargano, O'Reilly, Pete Dunne, Roderick Strong, and Samoa Joe are all some of those members that could get cut.
I mean, some of these releases are not going to be surprising to me if they were to happen, because, like you said, Phil, they said they were going to release. I saw the report on Twitter not that long ago after they released them. I was actually going to tell you, but I'm pretty sure I told you guys in the chat a little bit, and they just said they were supposed to release, like you said, 10 more people to be on there, and I wouldn't like. I'm kind of Everybody's job is on the line, no matter how big of a star you are. Like, if Joe goes, that's not going to be surprising because they only brought him back for that one manager thing, and then he got NXT, then he got quote unquote injured, but he really wasn't. And then Pete Dunne's not going anywhere, y'all. Just telling you that because he signed like a 3-year multi-deal. So he re-signed with WWE, which means he's NXT for life. He's not going to be
just because you BFAB re-signed with the company. She had an extension, and look where she is.
Mm-hmm.
They met with her to get her an extension for her main roster run.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gone. So just because you re-sign doesn't mean you're safe. It doesn't.
When it comes to
I see where your point is, but it doesn't mean he's safe.
And then I hate it when people lose their jobs, and I hate it when people lose what they love and what they love to do. But like these releases are like fucking out of the way. You know what? Why don't you do me a favor, y'all? Release the freaking writers. Like, do that. Release like producers. Release like freaking. You know what? Fucking release Vince McMahon. Do the freaking budget cut, man. Like, I'd rather see that. Let fucking DX run the shit. Like fuck it. Like in 06, let Sasha Banks run the women's division. And then NXT can go back to the way it was. And then we don't have to release people. We can probably bring back all the people that they got released if they freaking made like Triple H and Shawn Michaels run this shit. But back to what I was saying. Yeah, these releases are just like, I don't know. Sometimes it's making me want to like. I'm still gonna watch WWE, but it makes me like hate Vince with a passion, even though I have a complicated relationship with the man. If you're watching that, I don't know, man. Like, exactly, Josh. Fire the whole WWE creative team. Fire all of them. Let OTB take care of it too. But that's all I gotta say about that. I ain't got nothing to say anymore. Fuck WWE for releasing all those people.
And that's all I'm saying. So, like, instead of firing all of these veterans and talent and stuff, fire like some of the creative team, fire the producers. You know what I'm saying? Don't fire like the actual talent that's doing their job out there to perform in front of the people and stuff like that. I don't think like it really don't make sense for them to fire like the veterans and stuff to push newer talent. Like the veterans are there to like help the newer talent pretty much. Like you see what Randy is doing with Riddle.
He's mentoring him.
Yeah, you see what Randy is doing with Riddle. You see what AJ is doing with Omos. Like they're doing good stuff with them, even though they're in a tag team, which I don't like. But yeah, like they're still doing stuff, good stuff with them.
Phil, I'll go ahead, Nate.
I know what Josh is saying, but dude.
My
guys, here's the thing. First of all, I was actually talking about this with Loff and literally just talking about this in my own head. If I do that, guys, and yes, they are actually hiring right now with all this.
I'm about to.
They are hiring, but if I do that, and if I get that job, guys, I'm not going to be able to do this anymore because I'm not going to be able to.
Hey, get me one too. We can work with WWE. We can run that shit, bro. Like,
no, but here's the thing: we wouldn't be able to do this anymore if I actually did. Because here's the thing: I can't be writing for the shows one day, and then come on here as soon as the show is over and shit on it.
We can transfer that stuff to WWE.
I just can't. I can't be writing for the show one day, and then just come on here and then shit on the stuff that I didn't write.
Bro, it'd
Because
be like another version of up, up, down, down. It'd just be our version.
yeah, but the thing is, like, WWE is not going to pick up a podcast that's almost 300 subscribers strong. They won't.
Hey, Phil, if Tony Khan needs more, writers and creative guys, OTB's here. Like, we know what to do. Like.
Oh no, I know we know what to do, but the thing is, like I said, like if I come on and like if I get that job, I'm going to be writing the show. Most of my stuff probably won't even get approved because it's Vince and Bruce, and they don't give a shit about whatever I have to say.
Mm-hmm.
They would just go with whatever. They would just go with whatever their veteran writers are doing. They bring them over there, and then they'd probably fire me on the first day because they're like, "Oh, Phil's a 24-year-old guy. You don't know shit about wrestling. Go home."
Excuse you.
And that's what I would say. Like, excuse you, I think I know more about wrestling than these schmucks, but hey, I digress.
I think I know more wrestling than your I think I know wrestling more than you, Vince.
The point is years ago, I would have loved to work for WWE. I would have loved to be a part of the creative team. I would have loved to be the ring announcer. I would have loved to be on commentary. But right now, in the state of WWE, I just don't want it.
Guys, I want to be a wrestler in the future, bro. I want to start my wrestling career really, really soon. WWE was one of the main attractions that I wanted to appear on and put on the best damn matches. But after what's going on with the pioneer of WWE, it makes me not want to work with them because
stay on the indies, bro. The indies are red hot right now, and they are like any indie promotion is like number 4 in the entire United States. MLW is number 4.
Mm-hmm.
It's the number 4 company in the United States right now, only behind WWE, AEW, and Impact.
Because one day I want to work in different wrestling companies myself. I want to work with AEW. I want to work with AAA. Oh, there's my man Law. And I want to work at freaking Impact. I want to work at. Sadly, I hope they bring it back. Ring of Honor. I want to work at Ring of Honor, and I want to go to Japan. And
Ring of Honor was number 4 before sadly shut down, and we all talked about that ad nauseum. But listen. Like I said earlier, I would have loved to work in WWE in the past. I did want to work in WWE in the past. During the times of 2010, because that's when I started watching, to I'd say probably to the end of 2016, because 2016 SmackDown was...
Josh, I'm a Falcons fan myself, so you got 2 Falcon fans in the building.
I would have loved to work for WWE during that time frame, but for right now, no,
bullshit. Hey, Tony Khan talked to you at all about
it?
But
if I ever did have a chance to work in AEW, because I'm already on the payroll, so
yeah. And then the more you're going to be on AEW, the more you're going to be close with Brett.
ATK,
I will say this before we let Love hop in. WWE, with all the stuff that's been happening so far, has been making it so hard to stay a WWE fan. Like, because obviously we all watched it growing up, and WWE was like, the main thing that we watched besides, Impact and, Ring of Honor, getting around to other wrestling promotions.
Right.
And like the stuff that we see now in WWE is like way worse than what we seen like back in the day, and is making it real hard to be a WWE fan now. Like that's why I'm like watching AEW. I still haven't watched Impact yet, but like from what Phil and Lewis and everybody else been talking about, I might have to watch Impact down the line now, but like WWE, man, I don't. It's hard to be a WWE fan nowadays. Now, just from all of the BS and stuff that they're doing nowadays. But yeah, that's what I gotta say.
I said this once and I'll say it again, and I'm gonna probably keep saying it for as long as I possibly can. WWE is not the destination place that people want to go to anymore. It's not. WWE has it's had its ups and downs, and it's been on its downward spiral ever since. Really, it really all started in 2020. It did. But I would go as far to say that it started pretty much in 2019. 2019, to me, there were some great things that happened in 2019, but there were also just some bad, unfortunate happenings that started to turn me away. And now, I mean, the pandemic really took a toll on the entirety of not only pro wrestling, but WWE as a whole. And then we finally got started to go back to live fans, and I thought that could have at least saved it a little bit. But then even that hasn't happened. I mean, Raw got a 1.545 in the ratings. 1.545 million people watched Raw last night on average. That's terrible.
Oh,
that's terrible.
Yeah.
You can't say a 1.545 in the ratings is good. You can't.
No.
And the thing is, that's with no World Series, because the World Series is gone now. Go Braves, by the way.
Woo!
And Monday Night Football wasn't even that good on Monday. It wasn't. Up until the fourth quarter, because then the Bears just decided to wake up and saying, oh, shit, we're actually playing a game of football.
And then Raw's Raw, you know.
And then, obviously, Raw's Raw, and that got a 1.5. So, WWE is not in the right place right now. NXT is legitimately almost... I don't want to say it's dead, because you see some of these guys that can work their ass off. But for right now, it's just not it. That's why I'm saying NXT portions of OTB is officially done until further notice, and we'll just do something else on a Tuesday night. Let's get into a review, guys, though, because at some point we're going to have to talk about this show, so we'll talk about it now. And we'll just get through this as quickly and as painlessly as possible. But Olaf is here. He said he'll be right there. He said he'll be right back. He'll be right there to join us. And when he is, he'll unmute and we can get his thoughts on NXT moving forward. But guys, let's talk about NXT tonight, because we started off the show with the 6-woman tag Toxic Attraction taking on Io Shirai, Kacy Catanzara, and Kayden Carter. Pretty good 6-woman tag. As much as it pains me to say this, I actually like Toxic Attraction. I do.
Yeah.
I like Gigi Dolan. I like JC Jane. Thank God that name finally popped into my head. Mandy's gotten better, but can she still improve? Of course. Of course she can. But this match was not bad. Mainly because Io Shirai is fucking awesome. Kacy Catanzara is amazing, and Kayden Carter has continued to impress me every single week. She has, and at this point, when it comes to that tag team and Catanzara and Carter, I like that team. I think those two are future NXT Women's Tag Team champions, even though those championships don't really mean anything. Even though I think the reason why they put Toxic Attraction as all of the champions is mainly because I'm hoping what they're trying to do is they're trying to build prestige for those titles. And hopefully with an actual good reign for all those women when it comes to those titles, I think we can actually see something brewing for those tag team championships for the women in NXT. So hopefully we get that. Toxic Attraction did pick up the win over Shirai, Catanzara, and Carter. And so there you go. Pretty overall good tag team match, but it was kind of just something standard. Nothing too overly exciting, but nothing to make me fall asleep within the first 20 minutes of the show.
Yeah. I mean, this match was not bad. And I thought this match was good, and I like you said, Phil, Mandy's gotten better, but man, come on, Mandy is champion. Come on, man. Like that's probably like the best thing on NXT right now, honestly. Even though the Toxic Attraction has all the gold, and I actually like that. I love it. Let's just see. And they're holding that division down. And I want to know is EO that EO is heading for Mandy at War Games, or they having their team? Are they having like Team EO versus Team Toxic Attraction, where they just need like maybe like one more member or something?
Yeah. It'll be interesting. It really will be interesting to see what they do moving forward when it comes to these women holding all the gold. And we got War Games in December, so we'll figure out where things go from there. Loft, Nate, if you're there, holla at your boy. It's time to talk about the 6-woman tag.
I didn't watch this because I was asleep, but but from the sounds of it sounded like it was all right. I can't really talk about it. Like I still can't get over Mandy Rose as the NXT Women's Champion.
What?
Yeah. Like I was telling Loft the same thing. Loft kind of agreed with me too. That like we don't see Mandy Rose as like championship material yet. Like, she still has like, besides her beauty, obviously, but like as far as her in-ring ability, she's still getting there. But she needs to show a little bit more as far as the in-ring ability. And like, yeah, like just don't see her as NXT, like as a strong NXT Women's Champion yet. And you already know the deal with Gigi. Gigi, you already know. You watching it.
Yes.
DMs.
Yeah. My man Nate. All right, you get Gigi.
Dial it up.
You get Gigi, and then yeah, I already got Sasha. You get Gigi. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, bro.
Hey Nate.
What's up?
You dialed in?
Did I dial in? No, I ain't dialed in yet.
You dialed? Oh, come on, man. You always got to be dialed in.
Do you always dial in when
you always got to be dialed in?
Daddy's here.
You always dial. Laugh.
Question for my boy Laugh.
Hello.
Are you dialed in?
I I don't know.
Oh my God, guys! You always gotta be dialed in. Dial it in, and call up your boys. You gotta dial it in.
Who am I dialing?
Wait.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, who am I dialing?
Dial it in.
Phil, wait. I have a question. The doctor, you dialed in?
Tell me what to dial.
I'm always dialed in when it comes to the doctor. You always gotta dial it in.
Well, can you tell her that I need a? Can you tell her?
Dial it in.
Well, can you tell her that? Hey, Phil.
Well, dial it in.
Dial what in?
Dial.
He's been calling, damn it!
Press some numbers. I don't know what to press. I don't know
Phil. The reason why I said call Britt, is it possible for me to get another appointment, please?
Hey man. Listen, we got kids here. We got kids here. We are not. Yeah, we got kids here. That is not PG.
6-woman tag. We were talking about the 6-woman tag before I did the dial it in stick.
For 40 minutes? What y'all doing?
No. Here's the thing. I did my whole. We did the whole intro. We talked about a story where more NXT releases are coming for the veterans of NXT, and then we kind of just
talked about this.
we started about doing the NXT portion. So
and then Gigi's gonna.
So yeah,
oh god,
the intro and the story took about the 30 minutes, and then we started talking about the NXT.
Oh, and then Nate said Gigi DMs, and I was like, all right, cool. Yeah. All right, I get Sasha, he gets Gigi. You know, it's all settled. We're all good then. You know.
Josh, she is a dentist. She does not do anything below the waist.
He didn't mean bottom bill. He meant bottom row of teeth. That's what he meant.
Bottom row of teeth.
Bottom row. Go back. What? No.
Y'all disrespect the women in my face.
In all seriousness, Toxic Attraction did pick up the win here over Catanzara, Carter, and Shirai. Looks like this entire women's division are going to be centered around these 6 women, especially with Shirai, obviously Mandy as the NXT Women's Champion, and Gigi and Gacy as the tag team champions, with Kacy and Kayden going at it, possibly for the tag team titles. I think you got a good 6 women to build this division around, but like Nate said, Mandy still needs to improve. She always can improve. She's not flawless by any means. And we need to see JC and Gigi in more tag team matches so I can get behind them more. There's something about Toxic Attraction that I like, but you need to see them more in their own things. That way we can get behind them. They can't always just be together in a trio. They can't.
Their whole thing is just TikTok now. They came out the crowd with like the Shield, and I was like, okay.
Well, yeah, that was Kacy and Kayden, and I love Kacy and Kayden.
Yeah.
But you're right that their entire gimmick is pretty much TikTok now.
I mean, I like it too. I'm gonna say.
But yeah, so hopefully something when it comes to these 6 women can flourish for this women's division. That's all we have to say over on that. Now, by the way, guys, I'm using Bleacher Report for the actual stuff that we have here tonight. Ringside just decided not to write an article for the results of NXT, so that's why I'm using Bleacher Report. Otherwise, we'd go over the actual segments that happen on the show, but we don't have all the segments because Bleacher Report mainly just does grading for the matches, and that's it. So we're just going to go over the matches. I hope you guys understand that. But hey, that's Ringside News for you. They didn't even say... They thought NXT was so bad that they didn't even write an article about this show. Moving forward, we had Kaylee Ray taking on Sarray.
Uh-oh.
I like Kaylee. I do, but this match was way too short for me to figure out what the fuck was going on. Kaylee Ray defeated Sarray.
Josh, we can't highlight that. That's not PG, man.
And I'm not even looking at it.
Nope.
And I'll talk about the Tony D'Angelo segment because that, I mean, the man just handed Indy a fish. And
fish.
A legitimate dead fish, and we'll talk about it.
Dead fish.
Forget
My leg.
My leg. Where's that fish when you need him? My leg.
No, that was the fish that he gave to her, bro.
My leg.
You know what? I actually know the name of that fish. They actually gave that fish a name. It's Fred. I love it.
Yeah.
26 times. The man broke his leg. The man had an episode for crying out loud for breaking his leg.
Yeah.
His name's actual. It's Fred. Like
his name's actually Fred.
I found out like that name. Like they actually named the fish like a few years ago, and I'm like, oh my god, that's like the best thing ever.
Wait a minute. Back up there with Von Wagner, right up there with them.
Listen, Von Wagner is probably the best name in all actual history. Not even just wrestling history. Von Wagner is the best name in all of like human existence history.
And
Like,
Phil doesn't know what it is.
We'll never figure out what it is, but man, it's the greatest name of all time. Regardless if it's just wrestling or it's just human existence, that's it.
It's better name than Bill. I mean, I'm just playing.
Kaylee Ray defeated Sarray in this match, and it was very short. They didn't really have any time to breathe. But I like Kaylee Ray. I do. This was her first time really in NXT 2.0. This was her first actual debut on the 2.0 version of this show. I'm going to be completely honest. She does not fit the mold of this. She does not fit the mold of NXT 2.0. There's a pecking order here. There's a pecking order here in NXT 2.0, and Kaylee Ray just does not fit it. I think what will be better for her and what they should do moving forward, I think she needs to go back to the UK. Mainly because they can make that NXT UK women's division better, but they're not really going to use her in a prominent role. They're not. I don't really see it unless you're legitimately having Kaylee Ray take the title off of Mandy Rose. Then
she might have to. She might have to because that's probably the only one that's believable to take the title off of her.
Yeah.
Which means Phil, hate to break it to you, she might have to turn face to do it.
I didn't even think Kaylee was a heel in this match. I really didn't.
She's a heel.
I didn't think she was a heel.
She's a heel.
I really did not think that Kaylee was a heel in this match. Listen, I mean, if a face turn has to happen in order for her to take the title, I guess I'd be fine with it. But right now, I just don't see Kaylee Ray fitting the mold here in NXT 2.0. I want to get your guys' thoughts on that before we move on. It's a very touchy situation with Kaylee because I do like her. It's just I don't know where she fits in.
Me neither. I want Kaylee Ray to be champion really soon, and I hope Kaylee Ray hits the main event spot. I think she deserves it, and the way how they're building her up it's okay. I mean, like they're putting her in these matches, you know, and I think I think Kaylee Ray will possibly have a match with Mandy and probably give it around probably when they do a takeover for WrestleMania. Probably give it around there. I say so.
That's a long ass time as Mandy with Mandy as champion, but you're not.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't really disargue. I can't really argue with that. I can't really disagree. That I don't know, Love. I mean, I don't know. Do you see where I'm getting at with Kaylee not really fitting the mold of NXT 2.0, or are you just saying, hey, you know what? Screw you, Kaylee Ray's great.
I ain't gonna say screw you because I love you, but
Thank you.
I don't necessarily agree with you, only for the simple fact of I need everyone on this roster who can somewhat beat Mandy Rose, and I think Candy
Beat me heroes that we don't have her as champion.
Yes.
The thing is, Laugh. The thing is, Laugh does not want Mandy as champion. That's it. He just doesn't want her as champion. That's it.
Yeah, that's why I saw freaking Io Shirai, and I was like, okay. Zoe Stark is injured, unfortunately.
Man, even
Io Shirai is much, if not more, credible to take the title off of Mandy than Kaylee is. Kaylee's credible, don't get me wrong, but so is Io.
Yeah.
Phil. Hey, might as well let Boogeyman. Hey, Locke, might as well Boogeyman take the title off.
Look at this.
Well, listen, I thought I heard Boogie was released a couple of days ago, so
I'm about to look at this. All right, this kind of off topic, but I this is insane that this happened right now. Remember we were talking about bragging rights in Survivor Series earlier?
Yeah.
yes.
I watch random episodes of SmackDown every night. Look what episode I happen to turn on. We're talking about bragging rights. Look at that. They're doing qualifying matches on SmackDown. I'm watching. They're doing Dolph just won against Finley and Nux. Freaking
Nuts. The man said nuts.
That was his name in TNA. That was
the man said nuts.
Hey, that's freaking bragging rights. This is in 20.
What, you mean Knox?
Yes.
The man said
Who the
nuts.
fuck? What was his first name? Holy shit. Mike Knox.
They called him just Nux in TNA when he was with the menagerie. Anyway. He did qualifying matches on Raw for freaking all of them to get it, and they're doing qualifying matches right now. It's not even Survivor Series. Bragging rights was there for like.
Well, bragging rights was their Survivor Series. Survivor Series turned into bragging rights.
Survivor Series was just a regular old paper. I don't even think they did.
Survivor Series was still a thing. It was just
Survivor Series was still a thing. They just made bragging rights, and it turned into like a regular pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Oh, Survivor Series turned into a regular pay-per-view.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, Survivor Series.
So what happened is they'll form tag teams, but they're gonna be like on like Raw, like another the tag teams are gonna be.
It was like everybody on the Survivor Series teams were only Raw superstars, and they did it for SmackDown as well. This was actually brand versus brand.
That's stupid.
It was very.
2010, there was team. What was it? It was Team Del Rio versus Team. I think it was Big Show or Mysterio. It had Kofi.
Yeah.
It had all of them. That was a SmackDown one, and I think there was no, because I was gonna say there was a John Cena versus Big Show, but I was like, no, that was 2006, and that was different.
That was a while.
Yeah.
That was a
But yeah.
I'm sorry, I just saw that. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. Hey.
We'll flashback. We're probably gonna want to watch that when we get off here, y'all.
Yeah. But man, so you don't agree with me, and that's okay. Not everybody's going to agree with everybody here.
The man just wants Boogeyman to take the title off of Mandy Rose. That's probably it.
Well, to be completely honest, I don't even think Boogeyman works for the company anymore. I heard he was gone. So
I keep seeing him sitting around on couches. I thought he was there now.
I heard he was fired. So
Lost man Boogeyman.
I heard he was fired.
No.
But I could be wrong.
We also kind of want an invasion to happen with Survivor Series. Yeah,
Don't do it.
They're not gonna do it.
Because it's not worth it.
It's not worth it now, yes, but if they were gonna do an invasion, they would have done it already, like Law said in his video. in his live today. So
like they did in 2017, where SmackDown came to Raw and they attacked the whole locker room and then.
Oh, another
Yeah, but
qualifying match. You look at what a quinky dink. Another qualifying match. We don't know about those anymore. Oh, look, RP to go. Look at that shit. That's fucking cool.
Hey, Brooklyn. Hey.
but
Making me mad.
What you going to do? Bring
But-
it to you.
now, Nate,
Yes, sir.
are you kind of in the same boat as me where Kaylee doesn't fit as much into the mold as you would like, or do you think she's just fine here as well?
I'm kind of with you. They
I thought I
should
could do what
have.
you want.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. They should have just left her in NXT UK. But it is a but. Like I do see her sometime down the line getting NXT title shot against Mandy or something like that too. But they should have just left her in NXT UK because she was doing great down there, and now it seems like they're just forcing stuff with her. So I don't know, but yeah, I kind of agree with you on that.
We have Joe Gacy taking on Bella. This was pointless.
And I think this is where I cut myself out because I was on my phone. I'm just playing.
This
Another
was
match I didn't
legitimately
watch.
pointless.
He turned into Finn Balor. You saw that?
Yeah, like Bella had like demon paint on. Like
Yeah,
it.
it was crazy.
The man wanted to
Yeah.
to Finn. What's wrong with that? Like,
And the thing is, guys, Bella lost. Joe Gacy won by
Crazy.
DQ, but he won. So Bella lost. I'm telling you, I don't normally give the grades out that Bleacher Report says, but they gave this a D+. And it was rightfully so.
does it deserve a D plus? Maybe.
It fucking sucked. Yes, it definitely deserved it. Why? It blows my mind to think that anybody wants this.
Phil, it's raw. It's raw, man. It's raw. That's raw right there, man. That's raw.
It's definitely wrong.
This is NXT though.
Dude,
Nah,
You get what I mean? You get
this is legitimately.
Locke knows the
Raw,
vibes. It's raw. It's raw. Right?
This is legitimately an extra 2 hours of Raw.
Yeah.
see?
We're getting a 5-hour Raw every single Monday and Tuesday night.
5 hours.
Really getting it.
Hey, Vince is probably putting in the works right now. He's probably hearing this podcast right now, going like, "Oh, he said 5 hours. We're gonna make it 5 hours now. Well, I'm a genius."
Oh god! If Raw go to 5 hours, bro, I'm done. I'm completely done.
I think everybody would be done, man.
Imagine watching that show from 8 o'clock to what is that? 1,
Till
Yeah,
2
like
o'clock.
1 in the morning,
2.
2 o'clock in the morning.
Top in the morning, you know.
Till 1, yeah. Till 1.
There's no way.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Oh,
Listen.
So
Technically,
good,
if you really want me to be realistic, I start watching wrestling on Mondays at 7.
Yeah. No, what I remember, how I
Because
remember.
I do check out some dark matches for AEW. I do. I
Hey,
check out some dark elevation matches, and then I sadly have to watch Raw.
for Raw guys, the way how I used to watch Raw, I hope y'all, if any of y'all grew up in Ruthless Aggression, the way how I would watch Raw is it would pop up at 9 o'clock, and it will end at 11. Boom. 2 hours.
That's when it was the 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
they did that for a while.
When the heck did the 3-hour thing start? At 1000?
2012,
Yeah,
right
it
when they
started-
did 1000.
Yeah,
It was Raw
Yeah.
1000 where it was 3, and then they just continued to do it since.
yeah, and then they also had like the Raw Super Show too, where they combined like Raw and SmackDown together. too.
That shit was fucking annoying. Like,
It's raw. It's
Super
raw.
show. Gotta make a super show.
People power.
I'm Johnny
You love
Laryngitis.
Johnny. You love Johnny. You love
Johnny Laryngitis is here. People power.
Hey, come on, Phil.
Raw suffers from laryngitis every single Monday.
I mean, what do you? I
We
mean,
all suffer from laryngitis every Monday.
we got Raw. We got 2 hours of Raw, aka NXT. We got Phil liking Bill Goldberg next, and then what else we got? You know, what else? I don't know.
That'll
What else.
never happen, Saul. So you're legitimately on something right now. Whatever you're on, I want it. 'Cause
Yeah, just getting to the point where he says, "Love Bill." He says, "I love Bill" out of nowhere.
Well, here's the thing. We're all suffering from laryngitis every Monday night. We're probably going to catch it on every Tuesday night. Wednesday, we're cured because Tony Khan is
In the building.
fantastic, and he has the cure for all of that. Just ask Max Caster, because he said that Daniel Bryan's father-in-law ends cures as fast as he possibly can. Thank you, Max Caster, for that line. Thursday, it's
Impact.
and
Moose.
and do
Moose.
shit.
Moose.
Yeah, other than Moose, I love Moose.
Who does not love Moose? Anybody in this chat?
What
I
I'm
want to hear
saying is,
Moose.
like, when they don't do shit in anything regardless from WWE, except for that Moose promo, which I fucking loved. And then Friday, without Roman, we have laryngitis. If we do have him on the show, we're cured. The Creed brothers take on Jack. First of all, what the fuck is the name Jacket Time?
What is that?
Jacket Time.
That is one of the worst names I've ever heard in my life.
I mean, it's better than T-Bone and Moose.
No, it's
Well,
not.
Retribution actually sounds threatening. Jacket Time?
Jacket Time.
Jacket Time.
Is bad. That's ridiculous.
That's the major pause. That's the major pause.
It's Jacket Time, said Corbin.
Pause.
Like, no,
Pause.
I don't. No.
Pause.
That sounds like some type of like remedy that your grandma makes when you're sick.
What the fuck?
Jacket Time?
Jacket Time, baby. Jacket Time.
It's Jacket Time.
I love Johnny
Jacket
coming in
Time.
hey. I love it.
I'm like, Grandma, no.
Listen, Jiro is a comedy wrestler at best.
What
He was
is
kind of
that?
moving. I ain't gonna lie.
What is that? I hate it. What is it? What is that?
I like Jiro. I do. He's a wacky, funny kind of character who can actually wrestle. And Kushida is Kushida. I like Kushida. I do. I'm glad they took the title off of him because he wasn't doing shit with it. But they put him in this random ass tag team with Eichmann Jiro, and it's Jacket Time. Like I don't like.
He wears the jacket while he's wrestling. Jacket Time, man.
The man wears the jacket while he
like-
wrestles, man. Phil, come on, man.
I don't get it, dude. Like, see, and this is why we're not doing NXT anymore on Tuesday nights. Like it's not happening. We'll do something on Tuesday. I talked about this earlier in the intro off. We're just not doing NXT reviews anymore on the show.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
do something. Well, because legitimately, I said this in the beginning of the show. NXT completely lost all interest in me. The only thing that was actually credible for this show was the main event, and even that didn't have anything of importance.
I love that.
Well,
It was beautiful.
the main event was great, and I'm not taking anything away from Pete Dunne and Carmelo. Those two are fantastic, and we'll talk about it. But and I said to everybody in the chat, if everybody still wants us here on Tuesday nights, we can just do something
Fun.
We can just do something fun. Because I said this here off. I don't feel like not giving these guys 100%. Oh God.
That's a
Vinny.
weird video. I'm sorry. That's
Oh
like the weirdest
my
video to
God.
look at.
Back.
Look at
It's
Punk.
so weird.
Punk.
Look
Isn't
at
that
Punk.
weird to look at?
Yeah, that's weird.
That's the
Um,
talk that he needs. That's the talk that Vince needs now.
Man, he won't listen.
But damn. But like I was saying, I'm not gonna give these guys like a less than 100% kind of show when what we're trying to strive here is just give everybody our best every single night. Mm-hmm. So if we have to come on here every Tuesday and just do something random and fun and just wacky, I'm fine with that. It'll at least be 100% of me. Yeah. And I know you guys will give 100% every single time, but but yeah, that was the statement that I made at the beginning of the show. No more NXT until further notice, and we'll see what we have to do on Tuesdays moving forward. The Creed brothers defeated Jacket Time. Thank God, because if those two beat the Creed brothers, I legitimately would have turned the TV off. I like the Creed brothers, I do, but it's Diamond Mine, and they're not doing shit right now, other than Roderick as cruiserweight champion. I was gonna say North American, but it's cruiserweight, and the cruiserweight championship don't mean shit now. So we'll see what happens. It wasn't a bad match, but just did not have any interest in me.
Nope. NXT's dead. Not really. You get what I'm saying. You get
Nope. Those were the words that came out of your mouth. They're not coming after me. If anybody from the NXT fan base on TikTok come after me for saying that NXT is dead, I'm not taking the blame for it. That was all you.
I'm joking. I'm playing, y'all. I really, it's not dead.
No, stand on what you said. Don't fold. What the hell?
MJ, I did not say that. I didn't say it this time. That was Saul. And
hey, I was playing. It was a joke. I'm promise you.
They folded. Nah, that's crazy.
It was a joke. I was gonna say NXT is gone. No, I was joking. I was playing. Just like you know, NXT is good. NXT is just
what you say. What are you doing?
Hey, NXT is just, you know, to me, like Phil said, not. I'm still gonna watch it, but it has to be something amused to me. Like
Raquel Gonzalez called out Dakota Kai.
Woo!
I like Raquel Gonzalez. I do. And
loves Raquel. Loves Raquel, man.
And who the fuck was this other chick that attacked Dakota?
I don't know. Somebody that works with Raquel.
Cora Jade.
Cora Jade. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
She attacked Dakota out of freaking nowhere, and Raquel's like, "Listen, I get it. You want a piece of her too, but she's mine first." And Cora tries to do a fist bump with her, but Raquel has nothing of it. She just shoves it away.
She don't play that.
And
get that out my face.
And Cora just walks out as she was just nodding her head in approval. But cool, like awesome. We'll probably see Cora Jade versus Raquel down the well, I don't know about Cora Jade versus Raquel, but we'll probably, even though I think that match should actually be pretty awesome. We'll get Raquel versus Dakota, and we'll probably get Cora versus Dakota at some point too. So we'll see what happens. Raquel, why did Raquel do her like that? I don't know. Hey, you know what? Hey, Raquel wants Dakota all to herself, and
we don't play that.
In a way, that might have just sounded weird, the way that came out of my mouth. But you know what? I don't care. It's just the way that the landscape is right now. Dakota is the target of Raquel after everything that happened. And Dakota said that she felt so good hitting her in the back with that shovel. That shovel spot fucking sucked. I know it did. And Raquel's going to have some payback for Dakota when that match actually does eventually happen. Most likely at War Games. But I think it was around this time we had the Tony D'Angelo segment. Tony D'Angelo just walks to the back while Mackenzie Mitchell was talking to Indy and Persia. I think that's her tag team partner's name.
Mm-hmm.
And Tony, just being Tony, I freaking love him. He just hands her a dead fish.
The fish, bro. The fish, man. No.
He hands her a dead fish and says, "Hey, give this to Dexter. He'll know what the message is." And there you go. Then he proceeds to hand Persia some cash and said, "Hey, just buy yourself something pretty nice." And then he just walks off. And Persia's like, "Well, hey, why not?" And she stuffs the money down her attire, and there you go. So she's gonna probably spend that money somewhere, and it's going to be a great thing, no matter what she does with it. Maybe get a manicure, maybe get a pedicure, maybe she just buys something nice for herself, like maybe a nice watch or whatever the heck, however much he gave her. At the end of the day, I love Tony D'Angelo. I think Tony D'Angelo is probably one of the best things on NXT TV right now. He is definitely the only thing that's probably keeping me intrigued, and I think Tony D'Angelo is a future NXT champion. And I want him to be, at least, because that guy deserves it. And he's just awesome.
This is where I was on my phone, like I said, didn't watch this part. So next, Bob, what do you got, bro?
Hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on.
Nate.
Yo, Nate. Talk about my guy Tony.
Man, forget about it. Yeah,
forget about
it. Forget about it. But yeah, Tony is great. I don't know why he had to do Indy like that, handing her the fish, but yeah, Tony's character and what he's did in the ring so far has been amazing, and it's only up from here. If he don't get released, you know what I'm saying? Because
I repeat, not release Tony D'Angelo. If you release Tony D'Angelo, I'm officially done. If that actually happens,
I'm done. WWE in general?
Well, definitely NXT. Definitely NXT. If they release Tony, do not release Tony.
Nope.
Yeah.
God damn. Don't ever scare me like that.
I'm sorry, Phil. It's jokes, man. It's jokes.
Well, listen, it wouldn't shock me, honestly. But, I mean, that would just be terrible.
It wouldn't shock me either. But yeah, I like what Tony D'Angelo is doing, and like I said, it's only up from here. Hopefully, if everything goes well, so we'll see what's happening. I can't wait.
WWE would probably say forget about it and just release him.
Man. I just can't wait for Tony D'Angelo to finally get a title shot. So that's it.
I just like Tony D'Angelo. I think he just has that. He has that it factor. He does. Out of everything that Vince is trying to get for his kind of brand of not only superstar, but just what he's looking for, he does have all the factors that he wants. I'm looking this up right now because I want to get things right. Here. Let me take a look at this. Damn it, it doesn't show everything that I want. God damn it. Yeah, no, it doesn't. God damn it. I want to know how old the guy is. Because he's got to be a young guy.
Tony D'Angelo?
Yeah.
I'll look it up with you.
He's got to be a young guy. Like that. Like there's no way he's not.
That is the wrong Tony D'Angelo. I'm not looking for one in hockey.
He's got to be a young guy. The only stuff I'm getting about him are like finishing moves, signature moves, and all that kind of stuff. Like it's not showing me age. But hey, you know what? He's young. He's impressionable. He obviously has something going for him, and hopefully we will we'll see something soon when it comes to Tony, because he deserves it all. LA Knight takes on Greyson Waller and Solo Sikoa in a triple threat match, with Solo getting the win. And honestly, a pretty okay and a pretty decent triple threat match. Solo getting the win was obviously the right call here. You got to continue with his
Solo.
Oh, okay.
I found his age too.
Okay.
He is 26.
Perfect. I mean, that's exactly what that's exactly what Vince was looking for. He's looking for anybody that's under the age of 27, and not only that can go in the ring, but he can also go on the mic and actually has something to go for. So this is honestly perfect, and he fits that mold perfectly. We'll see what Tony has for him, but Nate, Solo Sikoa defeating Knight and Waller in this triple threat, pretty good. And they're just trying to continue the momentum for Baby Oos, as you have in your little name there.
Yes, sir. Can't wait, man. Like, yeah, Baby Oos is on a tear right now, man. The triple threat was kind of, I don't know, like it seemed kind of stupid to me. Happy that Baby Oos got the dub, but LA Knight and Greyson, as far as them trying to work together to get at Baby Oos, and Baby Oos wasn't having none of that. You feel me? So, but besides that, the match was okay. Baby Oos got the dub again, still undefeated in NXT, and I can't wait for him to get title opportunities down the line as well. So.
100%.
Yes, sir.
Agree. Speaking of Elektra Lopez there, Loff. She took on Erica Yan. And Lopez picked up the win.
Did somebody say that?
Yes.
His face popped up so quick. Oh, man.
Yes. First of all, before we talk about Elektra, because I know you want to talk about her, Solo got the win of the triple threat. Not too bad, but kind of predictable as we're just trying to build Baby Use up again. So, yeah. Thoughts on that? Just your regular triple threat. Nothing too serious.
Nothing really to call my attention. It's just regular, It is what it is.
Tony D'Angelo deserves the world. Now moving on.
Freaking awesome. I love that guy.
I love Tony D'Angelo.
He's so cool.
Man just handed her a fish and said, hey, go get something pretty nice, and just hand her a stack of cash.
Forget about it.
And Persia a stack of cash. And then Persia just said, hey, you know what? Mine as well. And she just stuffs it. She's going to buy something nice with whatever happens.
Yeah, say about it?
What happened to Santos? Where is Santos? I don't know. He just wasn't here.
I have a
But
theory about
after,
that.
you have a theory. Uh-oh.
I think he's about to get called up, and I think
Solo?
No, not Solo. Freaking Santos.
No, that's what I'm saying. Just Santos solo,
Oh yeah.
on his own.
I think Zion Quinn's going to take his place. I can't imagine Santos and Zion Quinn being in the stable together because they're both two, like alpha male presences. You can't have both of those in one group. I feel like. So I feel like eventually
honestly,
Zion Quinn's going to take the place of.
That's honestly not that bad of a theory.
And then Santos goes to the main roster, which I'm not really okay with, but I feel like Zion Quinn is like the replacement now.
It's honestly not that bad of a theory. Speaking of Zion, after the match, Elektra calls out Zion, asks him just outright, how about joining Legado, and he just flat out said no. He's like, yeah, no, I don't feel like joining a group like this. So he just said, yeah, no. Mendoza and I keep forgetting the other guy's name, but Mendoza and his tag team partners pretty much say, hey, nobody says no to Legado del Fantasma. They try to get him back inside the ring, but Zion just takes care of both of them. And at the end of it, Lopez and Zion just stare down at each other, and Zion just leaves. So,
His hands were a little too tight. I didn't like that.
I
don't like that.
We're definitely going to see something happen between Zion and the rest of Legado, and we'll see what happens. Zion's from I think he's from New Zealand. I know he was a former rugby player. I know that much. So, then guys, we had the main event: Carmelo Hayes taking on Pete Dunne. This was fantastic. This was really the main thing that I was psyched for the show. And at the end of the day, I wasn't disappointed because, hey, Pete Dunne and Carmelo Hayes are fantastic at what they do. This was great. And we had Pete Dunne pinning Carmelo Hayes. So he pinned the North American champion. Right. Well, yeah, Carmelo Hayes is the North American champion, isn't he? Yeah. So he pinned the North American champion. I don't know how am I supposed to feel about that. I don't think it. I don't like seeing champions losing. So regardless if that's Raw, SmackDown, NXT, or or pretty much any promotion for that matter. I don't like seeing champions lose, but if and the thing is, I don't even think we're getting a Pete Dunne versus Carmelo Hayes kind of feud for the North American Championship because Dexter Lumis was on commentary for this match.
Didn't say a word.
Didn't say a word, but that's because it's Dexter Lumis and he doesn't talk.
That's crazy.
Even though they're trying to humanize this character with him being married to Indy and all that, but yeah, so I think we're gonna get Carmelo and Dexter for the North American Championship, possibly at War Games. So it's It's definitely a sight to see. I mean, we already have Carmelo lose in this match with Pete Dunne. I don't think he's going to be hurt all that much from this, but it was a very, very shocking situation and result that Pete Dunne was able to pin the North American champion.
Yeah, I know I feel about that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why when I first saw the match, I was like, because I feel like Pete Dunne couldn't lose because he's Pete freaking Dunne. But at the same time, there's no reason why Melo should be getting pinned as the champion unless he's losing the championship. So it's like, why is he getting pinned on random shows? I don't know. He looked weak. He looked weak. He was cowering in the corner with Trick, or Pete was talking to whoever was there. I don't know. He was talking to Gargano because Gargano distracted Melo.
Yes.
But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one. The match itself was cool. The finish was weird. Melo should have won that. Melo should have won that. That would have established his position more as one of the best new guys in NXT because Pete Dunne was in the last generation.
Yeah.
Quote unquote last generation. So that would be like a statement for him to beat someone like Pete Dunne, but it wasn't for him to lose tonight. That was a bad decision.
At the end of the day, it was a classic WWE booking decision to have multiple distractions getting in the way of the two men hitting their stride in this match, and it's probably for the best if Hayes versus Dunne is going to be saved in the near future when it comes to all of this. But I think what we're going to get is either Carmelo versus Gargano or Carmelo versus Dexter at War Games. So
Melo and Gargano were beautiful.
Melo and Gargano would be fucking fantastic.
Oh my god!
I think even Melo and Dexter would be great because I love Dexter in the ring, but I think what you have to do is Gargano.
Yes.
And then you have him pin Gargano as one of the staples in NXT to really push him as one of the new young pillars of this brand.
Hopefully it's not. If that's Gargano's like Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly match, which I don't know if it might be.
Man, I was just about to say that. So I was about to say
because his contract ends in December, y'all.
Yeah, I was just about to say like I'm leaning more towards Hayes and Gargano, but if they're gonna do this, please don't have it end up like the Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole match. Please don't. I don't want that to happen.
Well, wait. His contract is set to expire December 3rd. Isn't the pay-per-view on December 5th?
Oh crap! Yeah, that's right.
Holy!
Isn't the pay-per-view on December 5th? Yeah.
Oh god!
Oh no!
So maybe what they're doing is he's probably gonna sign how Adam Cole did.
Yeah.
How Adam Cole did. He signed like a 3-week contract extension just so that he can finish his thing with Kyle O'Reilly, and then he's gone.
Oh.
That might happen with Johnny.
Oh.
He might sign a 2-day extension because his contract ends on the 3rd. Just to finish his shit up with Carmelo, and then he's gone.
Oh.
It could get that way, y'all. I'm sorry, Nate. I know you don't want to hear that, but that might actually be the case. I just typed in on a new tab Gargano contract, and it literally said December 3rd. So so yeah.
That's messed up, man.
It's not my fault.
It is no.
Oh yeah, Phil. Weird thing, but apparently I found Tony D'Angelo's LinkedIn page.
His LinkedIn.
Yeah, his LinkedIn page.
What?
Damn.
Bro, like he got on the top thing, it got NXT/WWE wrestler, and then they got like his college and everything on there. I'm like, this is his actual LinkedIn page.
All we were looking for is an age, man.
Yeah,
Found his LinkedIn.
I found his LinkedIn. I'm like, that's crazy.
But yeah, well, guys. With that being said, that was your NXT review. Gargano might be gone on December 3rd, well, technically December 5th, and might be AEW bound as closer than you might think, because as far as I'm aware of, he has no non-compete clause either. So things could happen, y'all. But guys, thank you so much for joining Outside the Brand tonight. I see all you guys in the chat, all the OGs here in the chat. We got Corbin, we got Josh, of course, we got Jazz. Jazz has been with us from the beginning. I honestly think, if I'm not even mistaken, she follows all of us from OTB. I see Jazz everywhere, and at one point I was just looking around. I'm like, Jazz has been following me for a long time, and I didn't even think I followed her back. And I'm like, you know what? She deserves it, so I followed her back, and then I try to stitch any of her videos that I possibly can. And thank you, Jazz, for always supporting OTB, because you're awesome. We got our boy Luff, we got our boy Glock Anderson in the chat. Glock Anderson is here.
My God.
Man, always killing it. And
always killing it. I see what you did there.
I didn't really need to do that. I didn't really need to do that.
I see what you did there.
Joke.
We got our guy, Wrestling Talk Universal. That was Saul. He had to leave because he got tired. But you know what? I don't even freaking blame him. But yeah, guys, continue to support the stream in any way that you possibly can. Hit that like button, because like I said earlier, you have no idea how much the like button truly means to not only us, but pretty much just YouTube. I mean, the like button, yes, watch time is important nowadays, but that like button is really, really important. And you guys continue to click on it every single time, just only supports us more and more. Hit that bell for all notifications. That way you never miss an upload. Continue to subscribe as we're on the road to 300. All the links are down in the description below, with the MFN Right remix by Bash and Loft, all the TikTok links. I know pretty much everybody in the chat pretty much follows us already, but if any of your friends want to listen to a podcast for wrestling, tell them about us. Tell them, like, hey, we know some guys that do this wrestling podcast kind of thing, and think that you would enjoy it. We get a little crazy here, we get a little bit wild, but hey, that's just what you get here, and you guys love it every single time. So I hope you continue to support, and no matter how much that you can. Guys, do you have anything else to say before we get the hell out of here? We got Dynamite tomorrow, which is the final Dynamite before Full Gear on Saturday. So we'll see what happens.
I ain't really got nothing much to say. Glock said, I'm here because of Nate. He shouted y'all out on TikTok. Yeah, man. I always, man, got to shout out OTB, everybody. You feel me? Glock.
I've seen you here before, though, Glock. Don't think it's only because of Nate. I've seen you here before, though.
Yeah, Glock is my guy. But yeah, man, I don't really got nothing much to say. Thank you guys for joining tonight. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hey, I'm gonna try my hardest to watch Dynamite tomorrow. I'm gonna try my absolute hardest. This is gonna be the first show.
Join my live off because I'll be I'm starting lives for Wednesdays for doing AEWs. I'm doing AEW
join
lives
mine
from
too.
now on, so
Yeah, join mine too. If it don't get taken down,
I got 2 phones. I got it. I'm watching both of
them. I'm not showing the screen, but you'll be talking with me and having a good old time over there. And when it comes to the Saturday with Full Gear, I'd love to stream it, but the thing is, I don't know if we're doing the watch along. I don't know if I'm going over a friend's house for Full Gear. I legitimately don't know what I'm doing on Saturday. Plus, I have work, so I have work until 2. So we'll see what happens, but Full Gear, guys. Full Gear is stacked. I can't wait to see what we have. We have a contract signed between Hangman and Omega, which should be freaking awesome. We got shit. I know they released some stuff for it today for what's happening on the show. Screw it. I'm gonna look up. We're still here. So what we got here, we have all right. So yes, so we got Bryan Danielson taking on Rocky Romero on Dynamite this Wednesday, which should be a freaking banger. We got Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, Jamie Hayter, and Rebel taking on Ty Conti, Anna Jay, and Thunder Rosa in a trios matchup for the women. Should be great. We got Pac taking on Dax Harwood. Should be pretty cool. I mean, heck, it's a little bit of a singles match just to slow things down a bit. We got Matt Sydal and Lee Moriarty taking on Leo Rush in his AEW debut, along with Dante Martin.
Let's go.
And then we obviously got the contract signing between Hangman and Omega. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, we're going to still continue the storyline between CM Punk and Eddie Kingston. That, whatever they do on Wednesday, is obviously going to continue their build towards Full Gear because that match is confirmed for the show. After what happened on Friday, I think we're going to see something completely insane. So you guys want to miss Punk and Kingston and whatever the fuck they do. And then we're possibly going to get some more build for the 6-man tag Falls Count Anywhere match between Jurassic Express and Christian versus the Super Clicks, Adam Cole and the Young Bucks. That should be pretty cool. We still got what else is booked? We have the AEW Tag Team Championship match between the Lucha Bros and FTR. That should be pretty cool. So we'll probably get some more build for that. It's going to be a good show, and it's going to be a great night on Saturday for the pay-per-view. So I can't wait for it. Hope you guys enjoy. We'll talk to you tomorrow, and stay safe. Have a good night. Do your homework. Put your left sock on, and we'll talk soon. So peace out. Have a good night, and talk tomorrow. You can't see him. That's locked for you.